Hi there guys, welcome again. This is Maddy. Hope you are doing good. Today we are gonna see about some potential stock which I gonna invest for the swing trade, and the reason why I took a trade, the where will I put my stop loss, where is my target, kind of the reason behind the trade. So let's be discuss and let's get into it. So the first stock we are gonna see, I gonna invest here is RELAXO FOOTWEARS. As we all know that this is the very fundamentally good company for the footwears, the monopoly company. You can say that. And the chart pattern here is in the weekly time frame. You can see that this it is rallying so much good and taking support from this trend line, and it took 1 2 3 times support and third time coming near this trend line again. So let's in the daily time frame we can see that this is the consolidation from 12th May to like September, I think 4 months, and after this consolidation it finally broken out from this by this candle. Finally it broken out by this candle, and what we can do here is we can enter here or here with a putting a minimum stop loss around here below this swing. I'm going to prefer going to enter maybe some consolidation, and I put my stop loss below this swing. My first targets around here is always my only true risk reward, but what I gonna see here is I expect some huge momentum in this stock, maybe from this trend line to maybe it may make a new all-time high maybe, or anything can happen, but my first target is always around 1:2 risk reward, and which is easily to get from this stock. And I see the momentum will be so much huge because of it's a tight consolidation and from breakout, so maybe the momentum will be very much fast. So this is the reason why I took a trade in this RELAXO FOOTWEARS. So second stock we are gonna see here is Mahindra Logistics, and the reason why I took a trade in this because it mainly because of as you can see it broken out from this trend line and made around like a good from this trend line, made around like 100% of move in 280 days, and after some consolidation it fell down, and again it took a support from this previous demand zone, and after some tight consolidation around 200 days, and finally break out from this consolidation level. As you can see clearly in the daily time frame, here it is a pattern which is head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulders pattern, and the first target always will be if we draw neck to head, and the target will be around it is exactly touching this trend line, right? It is exactly touching this trend line. This is the beauty of this chart patterns, the price action chart patterns. What we can do here is we can enter right after this candle, and we can put minimum stop loss around this swing or below this swing. If you feel the stop loss is huge, you can wait and enter after some retest, and but I gonna enter right after this candle, and my target is like as I said 1:3 risk reward ratio in this trade, and which is really damn good, and I expect this momentum very fast because it is as we saw in the RELAXO and the Mahindra Logistics, after some tight consolidation the momentum will be so much huge, right? So that's why I'm saying that. So this is the second trade I'm gonna take. This is the reason behind that. And the third trade we are going to see here is WELSPUN India. So if you saw this stock in the weekly time frame, you will be impressed by these moves. So here every time it broke these trend lines, it moved around here. It moved in 3 years 1000, and again consolidation, and again it broke up from this trend line and again moved 200%, and from all time high it falls more than 60%. So what I gonna do here, it took a support from this demand zone. If you saw in the daily time frame, it made a channel pattern, and finally it broken out by this candle. It is finally broken out by this candle. The volumes are good, and again it also gave a kind of a retest. We saw in the 1 hour time frame, it also gave a retest, So what we can do here is we can enter here and putting stop loss below this, which is only 5 to 6% of your capital. And my first target is around here. If you saw in the daily time frame, so my first target is previous resistance, small resistance. So this only give also 1 is to 2.75 risk reward, which is really damn good. This is why I took this kind of trades in this kind of stocks. The stop loss is minimum only 5%, but my first target is always will be always gonna be a 15%. So this is this really damn good risk reward ratio. If you are a beginner, you can book your profit once you achieved 1:2, 1:1 or 1:2 risk reward. But it's gonna take some time, but I'll be okay with that. If you're not okay with that, you can consult your financial advisor before taking trade. First of all, guys, this is not a call. This is only for educational purposes only. I'm not responsible for your profit or losses. So I'm just disclaimer, okay? And the next stock we are going to see is Angel One. We all know that Angel One is a broking company, and a lot and here it is trading in the channel, right? And the channel pattern, and inside the channel pattern there is a head and shoulders pattern. So inside the channel, inside the channel, there is a head and shoulder pattern happened in the demand zone here, right here, and right after this broken out by this candle, we could have entered here, but we missed. But never late, the horizontal level of resistance also broken out by this candle, and today it gave a retest by this candle. We can enter. What we gonna do is I gonna enter here, putting stop loss around these levels or these levels. I will see that if it comes here, I may some average by my trades, and I expect this to go up to make new all-time high maybe. So this is the reason I'm gonna take this trade, and I'm gonna invest some good amount in this Angel One trade. So this is the reason behind I trade. This is my stop loss and my targets behind the trade. This is for educational purposes only. If you have any doubts regarding my trades and regarding my setups, you can ask in the comments. I will clarify that. Hope you are doing good. This is Maddy. Until then, see you again, Maddy Trader.